Welcome back, everybody, to Writing Live with Brett McKay. Thank you for tuning in again. Hopefully, you're writing yourself, or if you like just tuning in just to see what the process of writing is like. I hope you're enjoying this weekly video. I know it's a little bit late this week. I tried to get them out Friday or Saturday. Just didn't happen this week as well as all of us. Life gets busy and gets in the way a lot of times. And, obviously I like to write daily. When I can, a little bit each day always is the best way to do it. I don't always get that opportunity, and in this case, I've been saving it, for our weekly visit. And also, before starting, I went through already and started to reread what I wrote, which is something I do every time I start writing again. If I've already started writing something, I'll go back and reread what I wrote last time. Gets me back into the story. Also, I'll make little tweaks or little changes along the way as I'm rereading that. So I've already done that because we don't need to go through that process again. I'd rather just jump straight into where we left off. The other element here, this is another tip that happens, for this week. It's really about inspiration that pops up at odd moments throughout the week. Whatever day, night, wake up in the middle of the night, whatever happens, sometimes ideas will just pop in. You're like, oh yeah, that sounds really good. I want to put that into the story. That's a great element, or that's great wording. And whenever that happens, I would urge you to go ahead and write it down somewhere, so you don't lose it. And so this is what happened this last week, because I did have some inspiration. I really wanted this to be put in, because I think that kind of brings the story a little more creepiness, a little, I don't know, whatever. a good element here. So what I have is I have just a little bit of a section here that I wrote, and I'm just going to copy and paste it over, and you'll see it right here. So, as we started, they lost their way. The GPS took them to the wrong spot. They're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods. They can't get any signal. They can't get their GPS to work, and their phones aren't working to call anybody. And, of course, Eddie, the one that believes that there's a Dead End Mary, is blaming Dead End Mary on that, which he might not be wrong. And then a car passes by him, and they decide, hey, maybe he knows where he's going. We're going to follow him. Maybe we'll run into a place or a store or a gas station where they can find their way back. If not, they're just going to turn around and backtrack. So let's kind of start from there. What I need to do is just go in here and change a few things to line items. First line, right there. Need to do that with all of these things. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't realize that kind of messed up coming into here like that. So we can just do that. Okay, that will work. That will work perfectly. Okay, so let's go ahead and read what I put down. So, whoa, that's the first person I've seen for the last at least 20 minutes or more. Looks like he knows where he's going. The tone in Kelsey's voice was sharp. Follow him. Maybe we can get him to pull over and help us, Sam said. Or at least we might find something up there that tells us where we are. If we don't see something soon, we better turn back around and drive back to Stonebrook and get directions. I know there's cell service there. I checked my mirrors and pulled back onto the highway. The drive was silent, nothing but the thrum of the engine and the tires rolling over asphalt at a high rate of speed. Those are the words that kind of popped in my head. I like that. I followed the road up an incline, couldn't see further than the top of the hill until we cleared it and drove down the other side. Another hill stood in front of us. We hit two more hills, silently driving up and down, trees on both sides of the road, like sentries watching us. There's a road near where I live, where I recently was driving, and it does have these hills, and you're going up these hills and you don't see what's on the other side until you're cresting them. And so that kind of popped in my head. I like that element. So as I cleared another hill, I caught the lights of the truck who passed us. I saw him for only seconds until he disappeared on the downward slope of the next hill. We were gaining on him. Am I really going to pull him over? What do I do? Drive alongside him and motion to him while, yelling, "Hey, pull over. I'm going to look like a crazy person." Hell, he could be a crazy person for all I know. Screw Dead End Mary. This guy could be a serial be the serial killer. Maybe a serial killer, not the serial killer. Okay, all right. So let's just continue diving it right in from there. So that looks. Let's see. Just trying to get everybody's name again. I think it's Kelsey. Okay. How's everyone doing out there? I know I've been a little bit quiet here as I'm just continuing to get into our characters' heads, get into their dialogue, and continue to write. And so, hopefully this is just kind of how it works for me is trying to work myself back into the story by rereading it and everything, and then hopefully the words find their ways out of my fingers into the keys and onto the paper. So I'm just going to continue on here. Snow Mountain Road. I think that was the road that they said the cabin's address was on. Let's see. 1272 Snow Mountain Road. Okay, there we go. What are we doing here? Let's see. Looks about right. This is Snow Mountain Road. Go back here. Okay, let's see. They're just going back and forth, trying to figure stuff out. How are we doing here? Is everybody following along well? Anybody have any comments, or what do you think? You know, if you are writing something, I'd like to know. Comment, please let me know how it's going. Let me know how this is going, how you're liking it, or what you're not liking about it, or maybe something you would like to see. Or if you have any questions at all, please feel free to put something out there, because this is something, you know, it really is an experiment that I'm trying. I don't believe anybody else out there has started it or did has done anything like this or are doing something like this. And but this is one of the ways that I can hopefully share my work with people and share what I do with people in hopes to give inspiration and help other writers as well as readers. Help give them a little behind the scenes look at how things are done. I'm going to continue on for a little bit more. We've got just a little bit more time here, and let's see. So Kelsey keeps saying these snarky remarks about our protagonist, and he's starting not to like her so much. Okay, let's see. Now that's something I didn't see coming, but the more I'm kind of getting a feel for who Kelsey is, she's a little bit difficult. And let's see. Okay, I think we're going to stop right there. I think it's a good spot to stop. Things are going to start to get a little increasingly crazy as we continue on, and we'll find out what all happens next week. So I appreciate y'all tuning in again. Please subscribe. I would love more subscribers on here. And share the word with other people you think might enjoy doing something like this, or reading, or watching, or writing, and hopefully you're learning or you're getting something out of this that's fun and entertaining. And I enjoy this journey that I'm taking with you and writing this new story. I'm really starting to like it now. I was a little hesitant in the beginning. But that's what happens a lot of time. It's a little rough and ready in the beginning, and then as things start to move along, things start to smooth and start to click and start going. And so I'm feeling that working right now. Anyway, thank you again for joining. Please subscribe, and I will see you all again next week. Let me stop right here. Thank you. See ya.